let's do this. We are still in really good shape. I meant to even, again, every night I mean to stream, and I'm not. I need to start streaming. I need to start putting my money where my mouth is. Good news is that even though slowly, the studio is being built. I'm hoping whatever this anxiety that I have, or whatever it is, I don't know if it's anxiety, that's preventing, whatever's preventing me from streaming consistently. I'm hoping that if I can just stream regularly, you know, not have to like be involved with real life situations, trying to keep them off the stream. Once it's in the studio, it can stay in the studio. I have well, it's the 3rd of December. I've now spent 3 days on one Potteroo. Hasn't been really eluding me, but I just haven't really been able to draw it. It's also one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming, is because it's not artist block, it's just that there's so much other things happening that I get wrapped up in them and I'm not really drawing. The thing with Twitter has me a little concerned, a little pissed off, a little angry, a little frustrated. But I do know, and I do realize that it's going away. I mean, it doesn't matter how long it's been in, you know, kind of like a part of my streaming world. That doesn't matter. Or my online world, I should say. It's going to go away. I would have liked the 1,180 more followers. I would have liked to have had them, and I would have liked to have reached the 10K. That would have been nice. Really would have been. But it's not going to break me. It's not going to change anything. My relationship with the followers on Twitter is going to change. I mean, for good. Not to end, but I hope good things will come of my relationship as it changes and develops. But I do know that when there's a lot of people, mass group, that the relationship becomes less. And maybe that's what people are seeing when they see me with 8,000 followers. Maybe that's what they see. They don't know how to interact. They don't know how to put their own unique stamp or get noticed or what. Just so you know, if you're not interacting with me, even here on YouTube, if you're not interacting with me or on Twitch, I adore lurkers. I don't mind people lurking and doing this stuff. But the interaction is everything. And if you've never interacted with me, I definitely think of you as a bot. I definitely think of you as, I don't think of you as somebody who's inspiring. And I know that's hard to say. It's difficult for me to say because, people who watch this video are amazing to me. But if I don't know who you are, it's very difficult for me to tell. I can guess, and I would assume that most of my guesses are wrong. It wasn't until somebody told me in their stream. I was trying to think if we were collabing at the time. No, we were collabing at the time, but they had their stream going. So they said this in their stream, how they like watching my videos. Just so you know, I didn't even know they watched my videos. I was very flattered, I was very honored and everything like that. But up until that point, I didn't even count them as one of my viewers. I have interactions, and this is I'm going to try to be as realistic as possible. But I have interactions with probably about 700 people on Twitter. Most of the people following me, unless they reveal themselves as like a GFX artist or somebody to like make me go to their dating site, or they're just garbage. Unless they reveal that to me. And I'm not counting those. I'm not counting those in the 700. I'm talking about the 700 legitimate people. And that's a lot for me. It's a lot for me to juggle. It's a lot for me to handle. I would hope that most of them would be more interactive and stuff like that. But it's a hope. That's, I don't want to force anybody's hand. Give what you can give. This is a whatever, best I can. I do the best I can to go in, interact with other people's streams. I do the best I can. I definitely believe that I spend a lot of time on streams for people who don't interact back with me. And using the one that I've talked about before, Iron Mouse is one of them. Iron Mouse and I have a very social relationship. That's how it is. She has no clue who I am. She will never know who I am, probably. I have interacted with her chat. I have interacted with her chat before she was having thousands of people in her chat. Before all of that, I was interacting with her chat when she didn't even have 100 people in the chat feed at one time. And I was amazed for handling the less than 100 people. I think she said that she had less than 50 people. Well, now it's been 3 years. So when I started, she said that she had less than 50 people 4 years before that. So it's been about 7-8 years for her. And it might be longer, but it's 7-8 years ago she had 50 people following. Now she's buying houses for her family and stuff like that. So I mean, like, it's an incredible thing. But 5 years ago is when I met her. 5 years ago when I met her, I was absolutely amazed. She has no idea who I am. And that's fine. That's the way it should be. I mean, come on, there's 1 million people. There's 1 million people following her. How are you going to keep 1 million people together? 1 million people is too much even for me to even fathom. I did 1,000 slimes. Is 1,000 people, and just so you know, 100 of them are people that I have no contact with whatsoever. 100 of them are not even just parasocial relationships. 100 of them I did because I did all Apollo Live, and I did a bunch of other people who are just big name people because I panicked. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have done any of them. It's like the bottom row of my first 100 is all hollow line, or most of them used to be hollow line. The former hollow, no, the former Bishojo. Sorry, god damn, I even messed that up. Hololive is what I did 100 of. I did 100. The entire thing was just people I either have a parasocial relationship or I just did as fan art. And you know how many of all the slimes that I've done, you know how many of the big names even recognize that I did that? None. Zero. Not a single one of them even knows that I did the slime. Not a single one of them. And I put their art tags in. Not a single one. So yeah, art tags, useless. Waste of time. So if you have an art tag, I'm probably not going to use it because I've used so many freaking art tags, especially when I was doing the slimes, that most people didn't even realize I did a slime with that. I had a person, this, you're going to laugh. I had a person that I knew because I was just doing people that I knew for a while. A person that I knew that wrote me a very angry letter asking why I haven't made their slime. They were really upset too. They were like going, why can't I get a slime? Why don't I have a slime? They were in my first 100 slimes that I did. This is like when I was like on 600, 700. They were in my first 100 slimes that I did. I did them back in January. Here it is, June. Where's my slime? I sent it to you. So I sent it to him again. So I sent this to you in January. And they were like, oh, it's so wonderful, it's so great. You know, but I was just like, why are we freaking like demanding? It kind of pissed me off, just so you know. This is my time. This is my gift to everybody else. Not just one person. It's still my time. These things take my fucking time. And if you can't tell, it's time I don't really have. My view of parasocial relationships has definitely changed. Because I had always viewed it as the weather girl or the news reporter, especially female news reporters. And I'd always believed that they're not even talking about like relationships and interacting and everything like that. That's what I thought a parasocial relationship was. I thought it was somebody who basically fabricated a relationship. I thought a parasocial relationship was a fabricated relationship between basically a person on TV, you know, like Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. Billie Jean fabricated a relationship, including saying that she had his baby. Of Michael Jackson, to the point where people believed her. That's what I thought a parasocial relationship is. I don't know if I think that used to be the full definition of it, and it's probably because I'm an old frickin' fart. That's the reason why I thought that's what that was. because that's what it was. But it has morphed because of these types of things. But I still hold true that the person does not know I exist. And my relationship to them doesn't necessarily have to be fabricated. It could be, but it doesn't. That's no longer a prerequisite. It's basically, I attribute a lot of things. It's like people who inspire you. If a Michelangelo painting or a Leonardo da Vinci painting inspires you to become a painter, that's a parasocial relationship, even though he's long dead. So I could be wrong on that point too. I could miss the mark. I could be missing the mark all over the place. But that's what I see a parasocial relationship as. So like my relationship with Iron Mouse, I never would say, because Iron Mouse and I have had exchanges. I don't fabricate my relationship with Iron Mouse. I don't create some, fictitious thing that I have with Iron Mouse. I don't. I talk about how she inspires me. I talk about all the things that she does. I talk about how wonderful her voice is, which is one of the reasons why I sing. Even though I can't sing. I sing because of Iron Mouse. I mean, like, these are things that happen. That's my relationship with her. And it's parasocial. Like I said, doesn't fiction in the parasocial definition of the actual words, social meaning an interaction, and peri meaning one-sided. That there's no fiction, and doesn't have to have any fiction in there. So that's the reason why my definition has evolved. But like I said, if somebody knows that if I'm giving lots and lots of money, if I was giving thousands and thousands of dollars to a VTuber, and they knew my name and they had this thing and I came in and they did this whole little song and dance for me, that's not a parasocial relationship. If somebody is going into your DMs and you're responding to the DMs, if I'm doing this, I'll say use myself. If somebody's going into my DMs and writing up whole big tirades, or even while in the middle of a stream they're getting into like a personal stuff, I can ask them not to, but that's my response to them is not parasocial. Now they could fabricate a relationship that we have together, but that's not that's a fabricated relationship. That's not a parasocial relationship just because it's fabricated. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. It's fiction. I probably should get to work. It is ugly outside. That's the reason why I left so early. And it actually took me a little bit longer to get here than normal. Not too much longer. But yeah, I'm going to do it. Arrive to work instead of 15 minutes early. I'm going to arrive to work a half hour early, and we'll do that. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. As always, if you can put cool beans in the comments below, that will make my day. There's no real reason for you to do it. I explained in the beginning that it allows me to know who's actually watching my videos, and I can dote over you. if you are watching my videos, and there's over 200 people that have watched my freaking video, my unboxing video. So out of the 200 people, I know of, oh yeah, none. I know nobody who's actually watched that video. Makes me kind of a little crazy. And it could be bots. It could be the equivalent of YouTube's algorithm going in and checking on my thing and basically inflating my numbers. It could be something as simple and as stupid as that. I have been told, and this is the absolute truth. You can't be a YouTuber and do it your own way. You have to follow these guidelines. You have to do it a certain way. You have to make videos just like everybody else's videos. You have to have clickbait. Well, they didn't say it like that, but it is what it is. You have to have a title card, the one that everybody sees when they see your video, that has to draw them in. And it could be something that's not related to the video, which in my mind is fucking clickbait. You just get me, no matter what. You get me, and I don't have anything else other than that to give. You get all my freaking flaws. You get everything, like, you know, that I am as a person, or as a gremlin, depending on whether you see me as a VTuber. And that's it. I don't offer anything else other than that. You are all incredibly special to me. And when I say that I want to dote over you, that's what I mean it. I mean it just like that. So, interact. Have fun. Just enjoy yourself. Be goofy. Be awkward. Be yourself. And I'm going to do in return, I offer goofy, awkward craziness that is just me. It might not be special, might not be even unique, but it is me, and that's it. And that's all. That should be good enough. All right? Take care.